What's up, guys? I'm Orlando Corona, and today we're going to be talking about why you need filters to be professional. Before we start, guys, I do want to mention our sponsor for today, Epidemic Sound. Epidemic Sound is a platform where you can download up to 35,000 songs copyright free. And also, as a videographer and a content creator, I know that sound effects are extremely important, and Epidemic actually brings up to 90,000 different sound effects for you to use. And we paired up to give you guys a month free, 30 days for free. Try it out, link down below, and if you like it, you keep going, and if not, well, you cancel the trial. Other than that, guys, let's get back to the show. The first filter that we are going to be talking about is a UV filter. Now, back in the day, these were used to actually block the UV light from the sun and not mess up your sensor. But nowadays, that is pretty much useless because the technology that we have improved with our cameras. As a professional, you might be walking down the street taking photos with your super expensive new lens, and you don't have a UV filter. An angry Spider-Man decides to throw some sand in your eyes.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye. Stings, doesn't it?
Now your glass is ruined, but thankfully you have a UV filter on it. And the main reason that professionals use these UV filters is not to get a different look or to get a different color out of the lens, but to protect them. Because I would rather scratch a $100 filter than my $2,500 lens any day. Now that we moved on from angry Spider-Man throwing sand into your lens, well, we're going to be talking about our next filter, which is ND filters. Now, there's many ND filters out there. There's many different kinds for different occasions. I personally use the ND16 because that's the one that I bought. So in photography, guys, is a little bit more forgiving because you can actually change your shutter speed. And I'm not going to get super deep into it, but I am going to let you know why it's very important for video. The reason is because when you're shooting 24 frames per second or whatever your frame rate is, you want to double your frame rate as your shutter speed. So if you're shooting 24 frames per second, you want to be shooting at a shutter speed of 1/50th. If you're shooting 120 frames per second, you want to shoot 1/240th. You get what I'm saying? So if you are limited on what you want to do, your settings are extremely important to you because you're out there in the wilderness and the sun is right on top of your head, and you have to keep your shutter speed on 1/50th, and you want to have the super shallow background at a 2.8 because your lens can do it. You only have the ISO to bring down your brightness, and well, most of the time, and 100% of the time, if the sun is up, it's extremely hard to actually get that super creamy background with your skies not being overexposed. So that's the reason that you would bring an ND filter. Now there's many kinds of ND filters, guys. You can get them in different intensities. I personally have the ND16, like I said, but mine is a polarizer as well. And well, we're gonna go into what a polarizer is and why the ND16 polarizer I love. Okay, guys, so I actually shoot with my polarizer at all times. This is the reason why. As you can see, my face is extremely bright right here, but if I turn my polarizer over, it softens. And it makes my hair light, which you can see on my hand, bright right now, kind of show up more and separates me from the background. Now, if I don't want that side to be like that, I just bring it over. And you see this side super bright. So maybe right there in the middle. So as a professional, why would you use a polarizer? Well, in the real world, guys, a lot of people shoot lakes. A lot of people shoot cars. A lot of people shoot windows, through windows, at windows. So depending on what you're shooting, a polarizer is extremely important. Honestly, I don't know the science behind it. Is some wizardy going on? I really don't know. But it actually cuts the reflections from anything. So if you're shooting water, you can actually rotate your filter and make the reflections get out of the water, and you can see through it like you're seeing right now. I know, some wizardy stuff. Now, if you're shooting car stuff, let's just say you're shooting a movie and your characters are moving and driving along, what do? You put on a polarizer, UV filter. You put on a UV filter to protect the No, you put a polarizer to actually cut down on the reflection so you can actually see inside of the car. Polarizer, that's what it does. Now, on my ND filter, I have a polarizer as well. So, I have the power to go down and also cut down on reflections. And yeah. But yeah, guys, one last one just for your information, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. Step down, step up, rings. Sheesh. Step down, step up, rings, guys, lets you use the filters that you buy with different size lenses. So in this situation, my biggest lens is an 82 millimeter, which is the one that I'm using right now, the 24-70 RF 2.8. But if I want to use these filters, shut up, bro. I'm trying to make a video here. If I'm trying to use my filters with a lens that's smaller, like my 70-200, which is a 77 millimeter thread, I just use a step up ring. Yeah. That's it. And I don't have to buy another set of rings or filters, I mean. Imagine. I spent like $200 on these, almost $300. $300 on 3 filters. Imagine if I had to do that again for this specific lens. Your boy would be in debt more than he already is. So quick summary of what we learned, guys. UV filters. They don't really block UV light from your sensor anymore. We improved technology, but it protects your super expensive lens. So you don't have to buy another $2,500 lens. Just buy one of these again. $100. Fair trade. Second one, ND filters, guys. What are they? What do they do? Sunglasses for your lens. What does that mean? You can actually use your settings, especially in videography, because you have to keep that shutter angle. Double your frame rate, never change that. Your videos will look whack. ND filters. Next one, circular polarizer. What do they do? Small recap of what we learned. Now, long story short, they cut reflections. You want to take photos of your car, window, paint, outside in the water, you want to cut those reflections, you slap one of these on. Now, you're out there in a super expensive hotel and you have the view of the city and you want to shoot through a window, a time lapse, super sexy. Now, while you're over there with your sneaky link, you're out there taking time lapses. Boom! You can do everything at once. Come on, bruh. Call me Shao Hain or whatever his name was. Step down, step up ring, guys. You don't have to buy other filters for your other lenses because you can buy a cheap step up, step down ring and use them. Yeah, there's nothing really exciting about this one. It saves you money. That's about it. And now I think you're ready to be a professional because you have information and information is key. Knowledge is key. Yeah, pretty much. But that's it, guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did enjoy and you like the content that I'm making, please subscribe. One button, one click of a button, you make my day. Actually, no kidding. Like, it does. It does because it gives me motivation that I'm doing something right. But anyways, guys, if you don't follow my Instagram, make sure to follow it because I post content, a lot of content compared to here, over there, because it's a little bit easier. It's a little bit more de-stressful. I gotta be perfect on here, you know, like I gotta set up my lights, I gotta put on my microphone, I gotta use my filters. Hold on. Oh, yeah, right there. I'm looking good. Stop it. What? You think? My haircut's pretty nice? Yeah, I know. But anyways, guys, that is it. Deuces. Subscribe, like, share, whatever. And also, if you want to make your videos pop, like those sound effects, yeah, they're epidemic sound. 30 days free. Link below. Deuces. That was my sound effect. Don't steal it. I have too much fun doing these, man.